Welcome back to another video. In this video we will be doing the Super Heavy Samurai deck profile from the 1v1v1 duel.
Hi, I'm the person that owns the deck.
Shush!
Got it.
Is Steven. You gotta say your name because there's like three of us.
Yeah, sorry. My name's Steven. I'm one that actually owns the Super Heavy Samurai deck. It took me a while to get built.
And it's still not done.
Not fully, not yet.
But this is the variant that was used in the
deck in the
1v1v1 duel.
Yeah.
So
let's go things off to the side because we don't need to see that right now. What we're doing is that the main... Well, the Hornet deck, which people already know is the Hornet deck, is this monsters.
it's a complete monster deck. Super Heavy Samurais can't play spells.
No, unless they banish themselves.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about it.
I mean, and I wouldn't really consider it, so... For our first monster...
is Wagon. And the good reason you should want the Wagon no matter what.
Explain its effect.
Because with Wagon, when someone in the field, you can... One, change the defense mode, but then hit back to attack mode, add any soul monster, soul monster to your hand, mostly.
Yep.
That's the main thing about it.
I'm helping Steven out. He's never done a deck profile before, so
no,
it's...
I have not. That's my own fault.
He's the one trying to do it, but...
I'm going to try my best. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Okay.
Like I said, I recommend 3 of them. If you want to use less, it's your choice. It's going to be based on how you play the deck.
It's
I would recommend 3.
Typically 2 to 3 is what you would want.
Yeah.
You could have left it and just stacked it. It's up to you, though.
Yeah.
Next one
is Gloves, and this is actually one of my favorite ones.
One of my least favorite ones. I'll let you explain this one.
So, with Gloves, when it's destroyed, you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck and shuffle them in any order, and put them in any order, mostly.
Put them on top in any order.
Yeah, but when it's in a graveyard, that's when the fun begins. So when opponent attacks you directly, where you have Gloves in the graveyard, you can banish it, and make the attack points of the monster become 0.
Draw the top card and then...
Yeah, if you draw the top card, if it's Super Heavy Samurai monster, then it becomes 0. Sorry, my bad.
So
I forgot to mention that, then people would...
The 2 effects together make it guaranteed 0.
Yeah, no matter what. Unless you want like a combination type deck, then you really need to make sure your top 5 is a Super Heavy Samurai monster.
Super Heavy Samurai you can't really play unless it's pure Super Heavy Samurai. Not effectively.
That's effectively, but it does work. Then it is Wanja, which is one...
Also, sorry if we butcher any of the names.
Yeah.
Warji, however the heck you say it.
Super Heavy Samurai Big Wanja. Wanja. And that's Dylan in the background.
Hello.
We're doing his profile next.
And then we will be doing recording the
4 videos today. That's what you said mostly.
Yeah, 2 of them are going together, but
yeah.
Continue with the deck profile.
Wanja, if you have no spell track cards in your graveyard, you can throw some Wanja out with no nothing at all. But then with Wanja, it considers 2 tributes for any Super Heavy Samurai monster, which then
Big
Bang Kane is the monster which we mainly use for it.
Yep.
But also can be used to synchro summon in a level 7 or even higher if it depends on what monsters you have in your field right now. Right? Next is Magnet.
Annoying little
The reason why I have Magnet in this deck is because, well, its ability. When it's a normal summon, you can summon 1 level 4 or lower Super Heavy Samurai monster from your hand. Then change this card to defense mode. The opponent cannot attack any monsters except this one for that turn. Almost for the rest of the game.
So if you have 2 of those out, you're stuck in an infinite loop, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
You need to be a little more shortened when you're doing your...
Yeah, it's not my bad. Like I said,
so basically you have to attack it.
Yeah, no matter what.
And you get a special summon when it's...
When it's normal summon.
When it's normal summon, it's special summon 1 level 4 lower Super Heavy Samurai monster.
Yeah, the reason why I like this card the most because it gets 2 monsters in the field, which can also help out later on in the duel.
Makes sense.
Next is one there that actually does the most is Pepper Defender.
Pepper Defender. I have mixed feelings about this card. I find it a good card, but not everyone agrees with me.
I do somewhat agree with you because since you do get attacked directly with God, you can summon it out in the field and you won't get attacked with it again, which makes sense. It's like a good again, how about I summon this monster to get my life points? And that's the effect of the monster as well. And also, it can't be normal summon or first summon if you have spell trap cards in your grave. Spell trap cards in your grave. That's the main thing. Now it's the card we talked about a while ago, Big Bang Kane. This monster is
which I do not like. I do not like playing that monster in Super Heavy Samurais.
No, I know that already.
So.
But he's the main monster in the show and also in my deck.
Before he gets to Synchros.
Yes, before he gets to Synchro monsters.
He's the main boss monster of the main deck.
Yes, on the main deck. And he also allows your Super Samurai monsters, the other one that are also in defense mode, to attack as well.
Even if they don't have that effect.
Yes.
Some of them have that effect, most of them.
Actually, only Big Bang Kane and Wagon.
I believe, and thought there was one more.
No, just those two.
I thought the Pendulum. Pendulum monster. General, not Jade.
General Jade. Coral.
Jade is the one with more attack.
2800.
Or defense, not attack. But when we say attack regarding this...
When we say attack on this deck, it's defense points, because that's how they are.
Yes. And if you ever see us do a video in the future where this deck and its bottom card to see who goes first, that deck applies by its defense because...
no matter what. Because they have a high amount of defense, but like no attack
and
points.
their defense basically is there.
Yeah, and your next
so
is
the next
Kabuto.
And Blue Brawler.
Oh, yeah, might as well.
We'll be going over these two at the same time. Basically just walls of the deck.
Yeah, but with Kabuto, when you summon a monster, you get all monsters you control in the defense mode.
Yep.
One thing I would like to do with Blue Brawler, when it's normal summon, you can change the defense mode, it can't be destroyed by battle. Peacemaker.
Basically, yeah.
It becomes like the wall. Like, you can't be destroyed by battle, and you also have a wall in your field, too.
Yep.
Like, right there and then.
And then for the last one before the tuners,
got it.
We have
Flutist. I would recommend having 2 or 3 Flutists.
I, on the other hand, don't like Flutist, and I personally would recommend none. Maybe 1, depending on your play style.
Yes.
But
I say you don't like
deck,
1.
So you're
I would say either 1 or 2 or 2 or 3. Just saying 1 or 2 mostly, in my personal opinion. But Flutist does, you can tribute itself off to some Super Samurai monsters from your hand. But it also has a graveyard effect if the Super Samurai monster while in defense mode is being targeted by a effect. You can banish it, protect it, and negate the effect.
Yep.
And now we have the one card that I use most often against Dylan and Darius. Battle Ball!
Our least favorite card. Especially Dylan with his stupid Ascalon.
You remember this card?
Is that the card that...
Yeah, that's the card. It takes a monster.
Card that uses Ascalon as a synchro material.
No,
to summon your train.
Thing is, if all monsters you control are Super Samurai monsters, and you have no spell trap cards, I'll say that, in your graveyard, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. If it has a level, so no Xyz, use it and Battle Ball. Use it and Battle Ball to synchro summon one synchro monster from your deck, extra deck. Which then this is going to help you out synchro summon a monster you need in your field. Like for example, if Dylan summons Escalon, I can use it immediately to summon out my train. And I would recommend having 3 Battle Ball.
No doubt. 3.
Yeah, definitely. Just 3 Battle Ball. And now we have the other tuner, which is also fantastic. Flutist! This little trumpeter is amazing because it has the exact same effect of Wanja, but it's a tuner monster instead. Right? Better summon it, but you can't summon any monsters except Super Samurai monsters by Super Cern.
Yep. It's just a level 2 tuner, basically. Free summon.
Yeah. And this little guy is like the main use for going into synchro summons. Most of the time, not all the time. Most of the time.
Recommended 2 to 3 depending on how you want to play the deck.
How you want to play the deck, yes.
Just because it's
And we're on to the Pendulum monsters, which are the people might be confused by why are these ones in the deck. Jade and Coral are both in the deck for their own reasons. Jade,
it's just to help you eat everything out.
Yeah, pretty much. One thing, if you do notice that the leveling actually go the opposite of scaling. Because Coral is a level of 1 but has a scaling of 8. While Jade is scaling of 1 but has a level of 8. Kind of interesting, right? So they can't summon each other back out. That's the thing about them.
I mean, not that you would want to anyways.
No.
But does Jade have the defense attack?
He does. He also, with Jade, you can choose summon this card between one Super Saiyan monster. One of this card is also summon, also special summon. You can change his mission, and then of course the card attacks while in defense phase. If it does, apply defense as a conclusion. And most of the pendulum effects, you can now pendulum summon monsters like Super Samurai monsters. This effect cannot be negated once per turn. Target one Super monster Tron increases level by 1. I think Coral was the opposite. No, wait. Well, you have a spell trap card in your graveyard. This card becomes 4. Once per turn, well, the monster you control destroys the monster by battle, you can activate this effect. That monster can make a second attack in a row. That's the pendulum effect, of course, and they both go hand with Jade. But most I just use Jade to summon, get out, have the monster in the field just in case in the wall, or using the pendulum scale, of course. Coral, it's on occasion with its main effect because you can destroy it as many up to it. Contribute this card up to 2 separate monsters. Draw that many cards you can. Of course, both have to take this effect once per I take the effect once per turn.
I'm okay.
Needs us run in a long pipe. Is that correct?
I choked on root beer.
So mostly with Coral, if you just want to get a draw out, so you have like cards in your hand, it's your choice. But I would recommend just running 2 of each.
If at all.
Yeah.
There's some people that are like, I don't want to play the pendulums, or don't.
Yeah. Then we have Soul Piercer.
Soul Monsters.
Literally, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, what?
The Soul Monsters are an interesting type because they are the quote-unquote the equipped monsters for Sylvain Samurai.
They're the spells of the devil.
Somewhat. With Soul Piercer, causing their piercing damage when it's equipped to a monster, but if it's destroyed into the graveyard, no matter what, even if it's equipped or not, you get to search out one Sylvain Samurai monster.
Except itself.
Except itself. To add into your hand. That's the thing about Soul Piercer. That's why I usually do the whole thing with Wagon. Search Soul Piercer and equip Soul Piercer to immediately then tribute it off if I can. Now we have the card that on occasion can OTK with the right hand. Soul Horns. This card pretty much all it did. I heard that. With this card, it really does makes it where your monster, your Sylvain Samurai monster can attack twice per battle phase. That's it. That's all it does. Remember correctly? Oh yeah, you can attack while this card is equipped the monster. Equip to the monster by this effect. You can special summon this card. Yeah. And you also can special summon that off the equipped monster. Forgot about that. But overall, we'll just have it on there just for attacking twice. That's the main thing about it. And now, one of the other ones we really like is Peacemaker. I did mention this earlier with Loot Brawler. No summon it, defense mode, equip with that, can't be destroyed. Only my card effect though, so that's it. The Peacemaker, of course, makes it where your opponent has to target that monster. Second effect, if they equip a monster, you can tribute off the equip monster, Peacemaker, and search summon out one other Sylvain Samurai monster from your deck, right?
You get a free summon.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Definitely playing 3 of that one.
Yeah, definitely 3.
2, 2, 3, I should say, depending on how you're deck.
And now we have one of the main, well actually multiple, main like buffing defense points. We have Wall and Cannon. With Wall, you gain 1200 defense points. With Cannon, you gain 1000 defense points. With Wall, you attack the monster, but your defense points go down to 0, no matter what.
Yeah.
With Cannon, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the activation if
more than 2 cards for those.
So when you put it at, well, yeah, I remember this now. When you put it to a card effect you control, or you control a defensive Sylvain Samurai monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Then destroy as many monsters in the field in the field as possible. And if you do, both players take 1,000 points of direct damage. Now that is just ouch. 1, it can negate an effect. 2, destroy as many monsters as it possibly can in the field. That means you can wipe your opponent's field if you so choose to. Mostly. And there you go. Now on to Soul Gauntlet and Soulfire Suit. Now of course, equip it, gain 1 defense points. 1 defense, and then a monster you control. Balance points monster you can. And no contract cards in your graveyard. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Your value monster defense becomes double its original defense until the end of this turn. That's one I really like about Gauntlet. You can either equip it or have it in your hand as a backup. It's pretty much like lure removal, but as a monster, right?
What?
Soul Gauntlet.
I never liked Gauntlet, so I didn't.
Double the defense points.
I mean, it could be better, but for me personally, it was a waste of space in my deck.
Yeah. Then we have Suit as well for this one. This card is in your hand or inside the field. You can target one field, make it to a monster. It becomes level 5 mostly, but also during either player's turn, you can discard target one position, defense position, super every sign monster you control until the end of this turn. It loses 8 defense points, but it can't be issued by battle or card effect for that turn. Okay, that's pretty much saying your Earth Slicer can't be destroyed.
Yeah, screw that.
We have the rival effect card, the deck, Soul Beats. But only by a spell card effect, right? No, not correctly. Attack once every time monster control, equip in the hand, decide the field. Each turn, the first time monster controlled by a card effect
is not destroyed. And then
when there's a monster is destroyed by battle. It's in the graveyard, of course, you can send from your hand to the graveyard and try to summon that monster by an attack position.
That is the unfortunate part, is it has to be into attack position.
Yes.
But it could be worse. But
then, say for example, I do a cannon, and then do Soul Beats with back my monster. Yeah. Then we have somewhat support some other cards that are somewhat considered, but not really. We have Drum, and I might as well show the other one as well. And Helper. If they all can show.
There we go.
There you go, thank you.
Drum. I have the camera.
It's a little one
Drum
monster, that's the thing about it. But if it is destroyed by battle, you can bring back one series monster from your graveyard back to the field. With Helper, if another series monster in the field, you can make it where that series monster can target the other one during battle phase only and gains its defense points.
Yeah, and that card nearly killed me.
Yeah, it did. It nearly killed it. We almost won it.
1v1v1.
If I haven't had Gauntlet.
In the 1v1v1, I decided to be cocky and challenge both of them. Same decks.
Yep.
And
we almost won it. We almost won it. He has used Limit Removal as a defense mechanism that time. And now...
I think I've only used Limit Removal as a defense mechanism like once ever in my life.
Yeah, now on to the main extra deck. Which...
No, one at a time for these.
Got it.
So...
Train!
Steam Train!
Steam...
Let's just call it Steam Train.
Steam Train King. Sorry. That goes to the
Super Heavy Samurai Steam Train King. Try saying that 10 times fast.
No. You want to go ahead. Of course, the same effect as all electric monsters, they have attack on defense mode. This guy, if you have spell trap cards in your graveyard, you or your opponent, you can banish them, and your opponent takes 200 points of damage for each one.
You have the card.
Yeah.
Don't look at me, ask me.
Yeah, it's your...
I know. I'm trying to remember quickly. Oh yeah, also the once per turn effect. Once a turn, you can discard up to 2 cards and target that many monsters.
You're trying to get me not to look at
your monsters. That many cards, opponent controls, and destroy them. And also once per turn, another once per turn. You can banish all spell trap cards from the graveyard, and if you do, inflict 200 points of spell trap. Both spell traps. For 200 points of damage to your opponent for each card banished. Only a little burn effect there, but also a little destruction effect as well.
Yep.
We have Self Ninja, which was the monster that almost killed him.
Basically nothing to it. Also, all the synchro monsters can attack while in defense position.
Yeah, we mentioned right now, but with Self Ninja,
you can attack directly, but cut its defense in half.
Like a Horn. No.
Horn allows you to attack twice.
Yeah, but what's the one card that can cut its attack and half attack directly? In Cyberdarks.
Oh, Edge.
Thank you. Edge. But this guy also has a revival effect as well.
That never really gets used, honestly.
No. But if it gets destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can bring it back when the game.
Card effect specific.
Yes. Wait. Destroy by contact in general, so I can just cannon and there it goes back on the field.
Alright, and then the next 3.
Which are... Yes, sir.
Yep.
Ogre, I would recommend having 2, because this guy is your main destruction for back row.
Spell trap destruction. He's pretty easy to summon, too.
Yeah, he's like level 6, which is surprising. And then we have Mashui, Sword Master. Mashui.
Music.
Cards, when this card single summon, type 1 machine monster in your graveyard, add to your hand. Also, if you have sword trap cards in your graveyard, you can double summon special summon it or monsters win. What the hell?
Which one are you trying to explain?
This one, because I'm so confused by the effect. I'm going to read this.
When this card is synchro summon, target 1 machine in graveyard, add it to your hand. Also, if you have a spell trap in your grave, you cannot normal or special summon it. Or a monster with its name for the rest of this turn. So in other words, if let's just say you summon that using a level 3 and Trumpeter. You can add Trumpeter back to your hand. Special summon Trumpeter because it's not a hard once per turn.
Yeah.
Don't even think it's a once per turn in general.
No, it's not.
And then you can synchro into Samurai.
Yeah, I've done that.
So.
And of course, defense points applied as normal for these monsters. And now we have the one that Darius hates the most, which I'm confused about. Samurai.
I hate the other one the most.
Oh, Stealth Ninja? Yeah. Super Samurai Ninja Saruba? I don't know if his name right. Well, this one, if you have a... if either player has a spell trap card in their graveyard...
Sarutobi?
Yeah, Sarutobi.
Something like that.
Sarutobi. Of course, as normal as all, as all trick monsters, I'm not going to mention anymore. Once a turn, during either player's turn, you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard. Yeah, in your graveyard, you can take 1 spell trap card on the field, destroy it, and if you do, put 500 points of damage to your opponent. I can see what is to be annoying. I can see it a little bit. Because that whole time, if you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard, you just constantly just do destruction as well. Then also with Train as well, that's more destruction. We're on to Beast Kyubi, or Kyu, or Kaya, maybe. Of course, defense points are applied, but this card gets attacked with each personal monster your opponent controls. 900 defense points. So mostly it can become a major beat stick and also a major defense. But your opponent needs to have a special base deck, mostly. That's the main thing.
So basically no Flunderies. Which I absolutely hate.
That's most of the deck profile right there.
Yep, that's it for this. Not sure if it's going to be a double upload today, but we are going to be recording
3 more videos.
2. Because 2 of them are getting put together.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan's Dragunity deck today. I'm not sure if we're going to upload both of them today. We're going to do one today, one tomorrow.
Probably.
Alright. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
Bye-bye.